Welcome back to the Sixth Man. We're here to talk about some of the NBA playoff games that happened this past weekend. And one of the ones that I obviously want to get into is the Bucks and the Bulls. Obviously, I am a Bulls fan, but I reckon the Bucks are going to be taking it all home this season. So I'm very invested.
So you picked them.
I've also got the Sixth Man himself and House Lasku, just to give some context. The Sixth Man and I did watch this game live. We were there for the whole thing until 2 a.m. UK time. It was a long and arduous one, but I did stay awake until the fourth quarter. It was closer than I thought it was going to be. I'll be honest. Alex, what were your initial thoughts on the game?
The Bucks didn't win this game. The Bulls lost it, unfortunately. Such a shame. We speak about it, and obviously we've got the magic effect, right? Where you talk about Vooch, like always comes out for game one. You know, the game is always there. It seems like against the Bucks, and watching it in the fourth quarter. I think it was at the start of the fourth quarter. I'm just looking at it now. The Bucks scored 1 point in the first 4.5 minutes, and the Bulls only scored 3 points during that span. So if there was any opportunity to make a run before Giannis, obviously Giannis had a big plus minus as expected. DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Nikola Vooch, can you guys tell me what they shot combined total? Because it was 21 of 71, so they combined for 60 points on 71 shots. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. They're settling for shots. They're not putting pressure on the defense. I get that's their game. That's how they operate. But it's not going to work in the playoffs. It's easy to defend. And a lot of bailout offense. And it's such a shame, man, because there was spurts during this game where the Bulls showed their fight and they tried. And Vooch had a really good stretch where he came back and tied the game. And if the Bulls were going to make any sort of attempt at winning this series, this was the game they needed to have, and it's a shame, man.
Yeah, I have to say, like you say, they lost it. It was a rock fight from both teams. There were a lot of calls, a lot of fouls. Like Zach LaVine had 5 fouls, Giannis had 5 fouls. I'll be honest, the only reason we were in this game is because Giannis had 5 fouls, and it meant that when he wasn't on the court, we could hang. Just when he was on the court, he absolutely murdered us. And that's to be expected of a former MVP and reigning finals.
Should have been fouled out.
He should have been actually. There was one he
over the back.
Patrick Williams got called. There was an over the back foul. But then, like, I'll be honest, like he had some really cheap ones as well. The one standout from the Bulls for me, and no surprises here, Alex Caruso was a monster on defense. He reads the game so well.
He was exceptional.
So well. Like he dictates what people are going to do. He ended up playing 32 minutes. I'll be honest, I'd rather have seen him play more. Ended with 7 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 steals.
If he, do you know what would have been better, Bray? Would have just knocked down those open shots. Then it would have been a perfect game. Yeah, a couple open looks.
He was 1 of 5 from 3. I think if he goes 2 of 5, that'd be amazing. But like, we just haven't got the shooters. I think if we had Lonzo, this is a totally different series. But again, you can't judge it like that. I thought they should have got Patrick Williams involved so much earlier in this game. I think they needed to run more actions with him, because the stuff they do with Vooch and Zach and Vooch and DeMar is just so readable. Like it's the same offense over and over again. And if DeMar's hitting his shots at a crazy clip, or if Zach LaVine catches fire, fine, you're gonna score on those actions. But it was just so inefficient, as we've already talked about, and it's tough shot after tough shot after tough shot. So really hard.
And another thing as well. Brook Lopez, God, that man is so annoying. He is so frustrating because he can do so much, but it's not like he's unstoppable. He's obviously just savvy, and he's been in the league so much. But the Vooch putback, the layup, man. Oh, it's just so
But like
painful.
we're saying, Vooch had a good game. Vooch didn't have a good game. Vooch had a good quarter. One quarter he was good because he was
Yes,
9 of
yes, yes, he
27
did.
overall.
Yeah,
Like he scored
I didn't say he
24
had a good
points
game.
on 27 shots. Like he he just doesn't shoot the ball that efficiently anymore. And he gets and the worst thing is, okay, so DeMar and Zach often aren't that efficient, but they get really tough looks. Vooch's looks are always incredible. He gets open threes. He gets hooks off people when they're much smaller than him. Like if he gets great position, they can get him the ball. Like all he needs to be is 1 foot inside the key, and he can make something happen. But it's
He's
just
gone,
something. He
bro.
just can't finish it. It's such a
He's
shame.
gone. You need to
Like
get rid of him.
no, but then it's so tough because you're looking around and you're going, all right, who are the best centers here? And yeah, he's a liability on defense, but I think having him as a link man is so important because without him, like you're not getting any easy shots at all. So I do like. I think I'm hoping that he can shoot better next season. Obviously, it's not going to happen at the moment, but yeah. A preview for the series. I think next game's not going to be close. The Bucks, I think, are going to come in and blow us out. I don't think Giannis is in that much foul trouble again. I think I'm hoping they can still win at home, but I'm not optimistic. I'm hoping someone gets hot and we can still win. I'm going to say Bucks in 5 for this one. Ed, have you? I don't know if you did. You watch the highlights? What's the?
He's been
I'm just going
quietly.
to defer to you two. The only thing I've got to say is thank you for Wendell Carter Jr. That's it from me.
Oh, it's fine. Wendell Carter Jr. would have got absolutely abused in the series as well, so I'm not fussed. Oh, stop it!
Somehow I doubt that.
Absolutely stop it.
Brooke Lopez is
no
pretty
way.
good.
Brooke
We've got the other
Brooke Lopez might have
Lopez to win
40
on the
on
team,
Wendell
so
Carter Jr.
we know about the Lopez's. We know about the Lopez's.
Nah, honestly, it was tough. It would have been nice to have another big body to throw. I would have loved to have Robin Lopez still on our team. Be a way better backup center than Tristan Thompson. But
We're definitely not talking about the same Robin Lopez.
Oh yeah, that's because you've got 8 centers. Yeah.
Still,
anyway, it's just a tough one. I want the Bulls to take what they can from this series, come back hungrier because I think there were a lot of times where they kind of did lack a little bit of effort. And I want them to come back with some better schemes. Billy Donovan, please, for the love of God, can you hire some up and coming young staff to give us some really? I want weird defensive schemes that throw people off. I want really creative offenses. That's what I want. He's not been cutting it for me at the moment. But
They got Mo Cheeks, ex-Philly boy. Seen him on the sideline.
Weirdly, they did Giannis killed us, but they kind of almost did a good job of defending him. Like they threw a few nice different looks at him. I think he's just really good. But it was a tough watch, to be honest, and I don't think the others are going to be any easier. But we'll park it there. I don't think there's a ton we can draw. A ton else we can draw from that series. But that's it from Sixth Man.